Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Chef Lethal Plays Path of Exile. This is episode number 6 of season 6, and you may notice that the screen looks a little different, and it's because I'm doing a voiceover. And I'm going to see if, can I go full screen here? Full screen. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, that can go away. All right, so I'm going to be talking over the stuff that we're going through right here, and hopefully the bottom screen will disappear. Excelente. This is probably a huge mistake of me doing this voiceover because my throat is raw, and it's been a main reason why I haven't been putting out videos because I haven't really been able to talk. So we're here in Act 2 and just trying to get some currency. I found a new chest plate that is good. In case the game looks like it's going really, really fast, it is. It's going at 2 times speed. So this is me just trying to like clean up some inventory, and now we're going right back and we're going on to the west side where we're going to go to the riverways and talk to Einar. Of course, we have more beasts here. So we have a big old red beast dude, Cruel Spray, and he's trouble. But luckily we've got Einar helping us out. He's going to be putting down some solid DPS, and I'm just slamming. Just slamming away. So in full transparency, it's been quite a few days since I recorded this footage, just because I haven't been feeling good and just it's been a mess over here. So I'm kind of seeing this for the first time as well. So don't be surprised if I act surprised or if I don't know what's going on. So we're just going through and looking for the waypoint, grab that waypoint and coming down. I don't really care so much about the beasts. I As I mentioned before, I don't really interact that much with the beast crafting. Maybe I should. It might be something worth checking out, but it's just not something that I've ever really felt passionate about. So I never put points into it on the tree, and I've never really done much with it at all other than super late game trying to do stuff. And then like it's always I get to that point and I look at the options for crafting and currency and stuff, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at all this stuff we could have done, and I just never do it. But here we're at Oak, and of course we want to kill all three of the bandits. So just gonna start DPSing him down and just trying to remember that I've got the decoy totem. That's been super helpful in keeping the aggro off of me, so I can just focus my slams in one direction. And we keep moving. We got his amulet, and we're just gonna move on and just keep on going. See this group of juicy blue monsters, so I'm gonna slam those guys into oblivion, and these bears as well, since that'll give us some good XP. I see an exclamation point, I go to exclamation point, and we can't go through there yet. It's blocked, so we gotta do some other stuff and come on back. If we do longer periods of silence of me not talking, don't be offended. I'm trying to save my voice. Or there's nothing worth commenting on going on at the moment. Like backtracking or doing something silly or that does not need explaining. Anyway, there's a road in this area, so I'm just following it because maybe, just maybe, the road will take me to the wizard at the end of the tunnel. And look, some guards to kill. So this is really good. This will actually open up the the symbol there. So we've got some options for quest. Excuse me. Ooh, that snuck up on me real quick. But some a quest completion there from Act 1. So I need to go back and talk to Bestel eventually. If it's going to be annoying. Let me see if maybe I can do this. If I keep my mouse over here. Okay. So moved on to the Weaver's Chambers. I think I got the waypoint that was right there. I do not remember. I can scroll back. I've already, like, we're watching a playback video, so I can definitely go back and look, but I'm not going to. We're just going to keep on moving. That axe there is a potential upgrade, so I wanted to make sure I grabbed that. All the free loot there. And here is Alira. We're going to go ahead and kill her, the last bandit to kill. Or help. If you wanted to help her, you could do that as well, but it's up to you. For me and for the guide, we kill all the bandits. If you're, like I said, I've mentioned before, but if you're new, you might want temporarily the bonus that helping a certain bandit will give you, and that's okay. There's a way to reverse that in the future using currency. So no, you're not missing out if you decide that you wanted to help a bandit because you need some resistances. I think one of them gives you movement speed. It's up to you. You don't miss out. But I easily found this door to the Weaver's nest, and now we're going to try to kill the Weaver to get Malagaro's spike. And it does look like I do some bleeding damage, which is nice because I was noticing the Weaver's health bar was decreasing when I was not hitting it. So that's a really good debuff to give. So you see there the health just kind of melting as I hit her, I think. Anyway, we go back to town, and I just like to talk to a lot of people and clear up the quest log and see what's available out there for me. I'm going to grab the melee physical damage support. I hope that's what happened because I need it. I did grab it. I see it. And now looking at this axe, it's not as good as the one I currently have, so we're going to throw it in the inventory. And the other 2 items in my inventory are quest items, so I cannot get rid of them. I do have the item to get through the Vol Ruin, so we go through here, and we start jumping. The leap slam is such a game changer once you get it, is you just leap, just jump, jump, jump. And I see this icon over here. This is a corruption altar. So this is like a free Vol Orb. And it could do a number of things. I'll talk more about it when I'm not doing a voiceover on pre-recorded gameplay, just because I think it would do better with a full explanation while I'm not also distracted by what's going on or trying to describe what I'm doing in the game right now. But there's like I said, it's a free Vol Orb. You can corrupt your item. You can choose an item or a skill gem of your choice. I chose my skill gem. I did not get a great outcome. In fact, I did not get a good outcome at all. So it is what it is. I'll explain later. In another episode, there's a cliffhanger for you. You have to watch all the episodes to know when I explain of what a Vol Orb and corruption can do. So this icon right here is a ritual. I don't do it. I don't think I do it. I don't remember doing it anyway. And so basically what you can do is you can click the altar. It will begin the ritual, and then it will spawn in a bunch of monsters that you try to kill. And it gives you a currency called tribute while you're in the ritual. And then after you complete all of the rituals in the area, you're done. And you've got all this tribute, and then there are items that you can buy using the tribute. So there are people that, super late game, you can juice it up and really make it worth it. But in the campaign, I haven't found it to be too worthwhile. Just trying to run through the campaign as quickly as possible, or even just in general. I don't think it's really that much worth it. It's better to just keep moving and move on and kill more monsters and get to the end, and not worry so much about some of the side content is just not worth doing so early in the game. But found the stairs up to the next level of the pyramid here, so just gonna keep on running. Or jumping, I should say. I'm doing a lot of jumping. Of course, I find a dead end. Always with the dead ends. So good at that. And so I could tell that middle area was a dead end. So I avoided it, because that's what I do. Oh, look, door. Find door, go to door. Door to door. I'm a door-to-door slamsman. Oh yeah, I went up the wrong way. It's okay. We leap over here. That's a very quick area. Now, if you want to, you are obviously more than welcome to explore the whole area and kill all the monsters and do all the things, but I am not that guy. And most players are not that guy. So don't feel like you have to do it. But this is the Act 2 boss, the Vol Oversoul. So you just want to watch out. It will jump up from the ground and it'll shoot laser beams. It will cause avalanches of rocks coming down. But if you've got decent health and some good life potions, you should be okay. Those laser beams can hurt. So just be mindful that is a thing that happens. So I'm just slamming that huge slam. I have died a lot of times to that huge slam, just being cocky, thinking I can tank it when I could not, and it hurt. And so I'm just jumping around, avoiding lasers, and slamming. Chef, your mana. Chef, your mana. Chef, mana. Get. Oof. The mana situation is really rough right now. Really rough. I'm just trying to kill some of the minions to fill up my mana potion so I can use it and actually have mana to kill the boss. Of course, he went into an invulnerability phase. Oh, we got the axe. Oh, we got the axe. We got the boss down. Act 2 done. And I've got 3 points to use, and this is me consulting Path of Building. Link in the description. But this is me using Path of Building to see what points I need to use. Hopefully some of these coughs are not too loud for you. Now, I will say this. Going into Act 3 here, very unoptimal the way I end up doing it because I had to stop playing in the middle. But if you can plan, if you're new or newer, and you can plan your game time a certain way, if you can carve out 2.5 to 3 hours of uninterrupted game time, you can get through at least midway Act 3 efficiently. So what I end up doing here, what I should do is stay on this path and go right there towards the door, but I know that I have to stop playing, so I come down to the stash and clear out. All right, so this is a time sink. I should not have done this, and there's the cut for me when I had to stop. So if I didn't have to stop, I would have made that right turn, and I would have just kept on blasting, go right back into the action and get into what I got to do. But I'm down here now. I'm at my stash. I'm wasting time. I'm looking at my crafting bench and just trying to see what I can add to my gear, which this is a good thing to do now that the crafting benches are in the cities. Like, it's just really good to check all your gear and make sure you have crafted modifiers on all the items that you can craft modifiers on. Try to get as much life as you can and try to max out your resistances. Your resistances will max at 75%. And here I did something really stupid. I should have cut this out, but I ended up coming back to where I just was. Now, watching this in the video, you might be thinking, you idiot. And this is where I thought, you idiot. But then for some reason, it takes me back to the forest encampment when I opened up a town portal. I don't know why it did that. That's really strange. But it brought me back here. So this definitely confused me, why it put me here. And so I'm looking at the map like, what the heck? So I come back to Sarn. And now look, I've got to run. Now I need to go to that right door up there. So I got to come all the way up and then come all the way over here. And it's just a long run. This is 2x speed. So in 1x speed, it's not insignificant amount of time. But here we are, just looking around, jump in, getting some free loot here. Lots of guys to kill. A lot of free XP for the taking. Got some good flask drops there. I'll be Very interested to look at those in just a moment. And oh, look, a door. Go to the crematorium. Is it crematorium or crematorium? There's no A in the after the E. That would make it cream. But crematorium sounds weird, doesn't it? These are the things that keep me up at night. Trying desperately to avoid coughing right now. 3 dead ends in a row. That might be a new record. Ooh, was getting melted down there by the fire damage. Watch out for fire that looks like it's burning on the ground. Um, Believe it or not, that's called burning ground. I know, hard to believe, but it'll do some damage, especially if you don't have good fire resistance, or if you're not paying attention and you're just standing on it. It will melt you quickly. Speaking of fire damage, found another trial here with some fire floors. Just if you have leap slam, you can just leap all around and not take too much damage from the fire, and be able to get the levers and get on out of there. Go up here because there's an exclamation point. And now we've got to fight this chick called Piety, who's a big old pain in the booty. And this is the moment when I realized my character is not doing a ton of damage. I'm barely doing any damage. It takes me so long to burn her down that it's painful. Also, if you see a crafting recipe anywhere, make sure you grab those, because it will be a pain in the booty to go back and have to backtrack if you miss them. So I grabbed these keys from Clarissa and trying to see if I need any of these skill gems from Maramoa. I don't even remember what I grabbed. I don't think I end up using it. All right, upgrade a life flask there. And I have no idea what's happening. Okay, moving on. Just checking to see where it needs me to go. So there was a pretty clever trick there. I went to the waypoint that was ahead of the area that I wanted to go to, but I knew it was close to the area I need to be in the slums. So usually what happens, most times people find the entrance to the sewer before they find the entrance to the slums, or to the next area that I was just in. And there's a trick of like leaving a town portal there and logging out. I obviously didn't do that because I didn't know that I'd be able to keep playing. So I have to play I have to play a slightly different way, because I don't know how long I'll be able to have a gaming session. Because, dad, job, kids, husband, all those things. And this sewer area can be a little frustrating if you miss a certain cutoff of one of the sewers. It can be a real pain to get to where you need to get one of the platinum busts. So that's why I'm exploring over there. And that's why I'm going to come down here and explore over here, because sometimes it might be over there. So there's 3 of these busts that we need to collect. Leaping all around. The path over to the left there that we passed by is closed off, so you can't even do it right now. We've got to collect an item in this act to be able to go that way. Right there that I just passed by, that's a blight encounter with Sister Cassia. I was thinking about doing it for the video, but then I remembered my character's damage is absolute garbage, so it would be really painful to do. So I decided not to do it. We'll do a blight encounter another time. It's not my favorite mechanic in the game. I've tried to give it a good go, but it's really laggy. Oh boy. It's really laggy and can be challenging. It's like a tower defense game. Sorry about that. I gotta remember I can mute my microphone while I'm recording these and not affect the video and not affect your ears with my coughing, even though if I'm trying to do it away from the microphone. Anyway, moving through the area here. Every time I find these chests, I'm taking them, even if I'm not doing the the charts and whatever else comes with it. I get there's currency in there, and currency is good. All right, so we're in another lab here, trial. Find the levers. Ooh, I almost I almost ate it right there because I was running at the same speed as the blade trap, and it was just cutting me down. Like, don't do that. That was really stupid. Don't be like me. Be better than me. There's a lot of monsters here, so I take the time to kind of put down a totem and slam a bunch of guys. Of course, it's a dead end. Why wouldn't it be? Moving over here, up through here, over to the left, and just winding through to a dead end. Of course. Always. Why did I come back? Why, chef? What are you doing? I honestly have no idea what I was doing here. I came into the strongbox for nothing good. This is the area. Oh, okay. I'm mistaken. I thought I was going the wrong way. Cool. Like I said, I haven't seen this before. Anyway, we're in the marketplace now. So right here, that golden skull thing right there, that's called a shrine. And there are lots of different kinds of shrines in the game, and they give you a nice buff. This one gives me some skeletal minions that follow me around and help harass the enemies. Get some skill points there. Got a good notable skill. This area right here is roughly the same every time. At least the general gist of what I need to do is about the same. So every time you need to come out, you come into the area, go left, you'll get this ribbon spool. Of course, I don't have space for the ribbon spool, so I've got to kill a bunch of dudes and make some room in my inventory for it. And up here to the docks. Ooh, I did not edit out a pause. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Like, of course, it would be me. All right, a lot of guys here, so of course, high concentration of monsters. I'm going to take the time to slam them down. Got our first unique item, maybe? Maybe. It's very possible. But back to camp so I can unload my inventory. I've got so much stuff in here, it's crazy. The quest items take up a lot of space too. Like most of it's quest items. At least I gave 3 of them to Hargan, so we're good there. And we'll head back to the docks, grab the item, and keep moving. Waypoint with Fairgraves. Fairgraves will always be nearby to the waypoint. No, I do something completely stupid here. I leave the docks to go back to here, but there is an item that we're going to have to go back for in the docks. It's called the Infernal Talc. And well, you'll see. I mean, I do remember that. I remember going through. I'm like, dang it, I got to go back to the docks to get the talc. So, big mistake. Don't leave the docks after you find Fairgraves. Keep exploring the docks to find the item that you need. But we're here now in the Solaris Temple. I'll tell you, I always struggle here. Like, I can't tell you how many years I've played the game now, like actively, and I always have problems in this stupid area. because the carpets are misleading to me. The carpets to me say, go this way, go this way, go this way. And then I do, and then I end up in like a large sanctuary, like I'm in a church. I mean, it's a temple, obviously. That makes sense. But there's pews everywhere, and I always end up going the wrong way. You'll see. Spoiler alert, you'll see. Dead end there. Oh, look, free loot. I'll grab that. Kill these guys. So you notice my movement pattern is like touch the chest, the monsters spawn in. I put a decoy totem, and then I hit them with vulnerability, which is a curse, which makes them vulnerable to physical damage. And then I slam them and they die. So there's the totem, vulnerability, and slam, slam, slam. My axe sucks. It's way under leveled, not doing a ton of damage, but the gist is there. You get the idea of what I'm trying to do. All right, go. Okay, rare monster, so I'm going to take the time to try to kill it down. Took a while, even at 2 times. Waypoint, Dr. Diala. She gives us an amulet. And boom. There we go. So now this is where I'm like, what do I got to do? Oh, yeah, I got to go back to the docks. So, new play session. And I even made a note on a sticky note next to my desk. Next play session, go to the docks. Identify everything with Clarissa. Now I'm looking at my items. And this Woebite Gilded Axe is a huge upgrade. Very easy to do. Easy upgrade. So, happy about that. And see if I can craft anything. Craft some life on the amulet. I've got this old sapphire ring I've been wearing. Ring! Searching for a ring! And I notice I need fire resistance. So watch what I do here. I don't want to lose my cold resistance, so I grab an iron ring, a white iron ring, and a blue skill gem. I go to Clarissa and I sell them and I get a sapphire ring. And then I can use an orb of alchemy to make it a rare ring, and then I can craft on it. Life. Very good. That ring, the coral ring that I'm using, is maxed out. It's got 6 affixes, so I cannot craft anything more on there. Definitely get some more armor on there. And Dr. Grigor. He's got something to say. I don't care. I feel really bad for the team that made the story and the lore of Path of Exile because no one really cares. There are creators on YouTube that they're making videos on the lore, on like what's going on and who everybody is and what they're doing and what the general idea of what's happening is. But we don't play this game for the story. We play it for the dopamine of getting big drops, getting better weapons, getting better gear. Number big is good. Number big good. And there's so much story. There's so much lore. Like if you cared to read every journal and talk to every person and really catalog it and understand it and get it, like it's fascinating. I've watched videos. Like it is really good. They've done a great job. But I just feel bad. Oh, it's the thematic sulfite. We don't need the talc is a different thing. This is the item that we needed in the docks. So ideally, I would have gotten that first and then left and then gone to the Solaris Temple. But that's okay. I didn't do it. Do it now. I'm not going for a world record run here. I already realize this isn't even a personal best run. It's just a run. So I talk to Diala, I give her that, then she gives me the talc. That's what it is. I give her the whatever it is I just gave her. She gives me the talc, and then we can go to the sewers and burn away the undying blockage here. Grab the crafting recipe and leave. We head on the top side of the waypoint, and General Gravicius is going to be up here. That X is him. Just be careful. He's got burning ground, and he fires down meteors from outer space. Kind of crazy. But short work with my new axe. And here's the Solaris Temple, or Lunaris, excuse me. You know, come to think of it, I didn't have that much of a trouble in the Solaris Temple, like I was saying. It must have been here in the Lunaris Temple that I had some issues. We will have to wait and see now, won't we? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This huge sanctuary, and I always go to the right side, but I feel like anytime I would go to the left side, the exit would be on the right side. Like no matter what, it's like a USB cable. You put it in one way, it doesn't work. You put it in the other way, it still doesn't work, and you put it back in the first way and it works. Like no matter what I do, that area is going to be coded for me to be wrong the first time. Anyway, we're just leaping. Find the waypoint. Go down to Lunaris Temple 2. Slam, slam, slam. A lot of rare monsters there, so give them a kill. Of course, I got to get the loot here. Gem Cutter's prisms are great. Hoard those. Do not use them this early in the game, but they will increase the quality of your skill gems, and that it makes them better. And you'll need a bunch of them, so don't waste them in the early game. I mean, yeah, because we're not even using our main skill yet for when we, remember this is a bone shatter of complex trauma. So until I get a skill gem of bone shatter of complex trauma, I don't want to use any gem cutters prisms, or GCP for short. So now we're just going through these jail cells. It can be really much of a maze to try to find what the heck we're trying to go. Found out they're pretty easy. Lots of projectiles to get around, but just jump, 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 leap, leap. The thing about Leap Slam is great because you can skip barriers sometimes and skip walls, which is a barrier. I don't know why I said that. And here's Piety, so I'm going to do the same thing I always do. Decoy Totem, Vulnerability, and just slam, slam, slam. And because I'm feeling pretty good on health, I could just face tank a lot of stuff. With the Tower Key, another Orb of Alchemy. That's good. Alchemy. I never say alchemy. Alchemy. Chef. Get it together. All right, back in town. Oh, we still got 9 minutes to go. Nice. Get some quest completes here. I got so much stuff in my inventory. Some passive points there. Get that nice slaughter notable. And now I'm consulting Path of Building to see where I need to go next, which is going to be down. Juggernaut is the next notable that we got to go to. So I'm going to empty out my stash. That armor was real interesting to me because my current one is 78 armor and this one's 384. That is a gigantic upgrade. I was already tanking hits pretty well, so the armor is a big, big, big upgrade. Get rid of some of the items there and just toss, toss, toss. Tower key off to the side. I honestly don't know. Oh, I know what I'm doing next. I have to go back to the Ebony Barracks. And here comes pain. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I have a hell of a time finding the area that I need to go to. I thought it was over there. It was not. Over here? Nope. Okay. That's fine. These monsters look juicy. I'll go ahead and kill them. Is exit over here? Nope. What about over here? Leap slam, leap slam, leap slam. You know, while I'm going through the pain of trying to find the exit, I wish I could remember the name of the YouTuber that inspired me to start this series to begin with. I feel like his name had something to do with bread. He was a small creator and he was a really chill dude. And he was just like, yeah, you know, he explained everything and he went through everything super slow. And you can see that in my, like, the first season of this that I do. I may mention his name in the first season. But he was the inspiration for this series because he went by everything so slow. He opened up every chest that he came around. He popped open every crate. And I just wanted to give him a shout out. Unfortunately, I'm a dum dum and I forgot his name. I don't think he's doing it anymore, but I wouldn't know because I don't remember his name. But I would expect him to have popped up on my algorithm eventually, but he has not. Anyways, moving on. The waypoint here. So this is cool. This area is, once you find the waypoint, the road will lead you to the directions that you need to go. I don't know why I stopped the action to put my point in right there, but I did. But so now we're at the library, which is a great area to be in. Very helpful for a few reasons. One, there's a gem cutter strongbox right there, which you may not have, but I have. Nothing good came out of it though. But we're going to find a quest from a ghost. And we're going to do the quest. And then we're going to have availability to buy all of the skill gems that we need for the most part. So there's Ciosa. So now I just need to find the way down into the library. Like the actual library. Because he wants us to find some special pages. Where the heck is the entrance? There it is. Into the archives of the library. So there'll be some exclamation points showing up here. There's one. This area is pretty wide open. Oh, look, a mercenary. There was a league a few leagues ago called the Mercenaries League, and this is awesome. But right now, eventually we'll be able to recruit mercenaries to help you out for a little while, but right now you can only take their items. There's no items here that I want to take. So I'm going to leave this mercenary alone and run away. Head down over here. You see, look at this. You got to go all the way, this long way around to get over to the page. Of course, there's brine rot plunder here. And then this one page. There's a page over here. And then the fourth one that's way over on the right-hand side. Got to go way over there to get to. Okay, so now there's an option. There's a waypoint right next to Ciosa, so you could log out or town portal back to town and then hit the waypoint to talk to get back to the library to talk to Ciosa. I'd probably recommend doing that. I don't know. I really don't remember what my reasoning was why I didn't do that. But now I can come back right over here, come back down, and get back to the waypoint so we can talk to Ciosa. And he gives us a quest reward. And then he will also give us the opportunity to buy skill gems from him. And so the rest of the episode here is me just trying to fill out the skill gems that I need that I can start leveling up right away. It's worth noting, I think I end up doing this, but you have 2 weapon slots available to you, your main weapon that you're using all the time. And if you hit X, or if you look above my axe on the right hand side, there's a Roman numeral 2. So if you click that, it opens up your offhand or your secondary weapon set. And there you can put a weapon or weapons if you're dual wielding, and you can level skill gems in your offhand, in your offset that you're not using, that you'll need eventually, which is something I end up doing. But yes, always it's good to remember to do that, because you don't want to get to the point where you're like trading in skills and you're doing something and it's like, oh, it's time to use bone shatter, but then there's a support gem that you're supposed to use that is a level 1 because you haven't been leveling it for, since act 3 or whatever. So just gonna keep doing that. And while Past Chef is going through and buying all these things, I just want to say thank you so very much for watching. I know it probably hurts you to hear my voice right now. It hurts to talk, and the coughing has been uncontrollable and annoying, so I apologize for that. But I want to thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it at least a little bit. I know I did. I've got a few games that I'm playing right now, so it's a little harder for me to come back into PoE, but I did want to make sure I got this voiceover done while my voice was feeling a little okay, a little bit on the mend. Of course, now that the more I'm talking, the worse it's feeling, so I'm just hurting myself down the road. But I wanted to get an upload going here shortly, so thank you so much for making it this far. If you've enjoyed this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It does make me feel really, really nice. Legitimately, as a small creator, any subscription that comes in, I see an email and I get an email. I see it, I get an email and I see it, and I make mention of it in my head, like, oh, that's really nice. Thank you so much for that subscription. Or if you comment, I get an email that you commented, and then most times I will reply to your comment or mention it in a video. So it just means a lot to me. It makes me feel good, and it helps me realize that what I'm doing is actually reaching people, and whatever. I have a good time doing it, and I hope people have some sort of good time watching it. So I'm just going to let the video play out here, and I'm going to let my voice rest for these last 30 seconds. And I just want to say thank you so much again, and I will see you next time.